Hi there, I'm Adam, and this is my playtest of the Spellsy demo. I've not looked much into the game, but from what I can tell, it looks like it's a bit of a puzzly, word-based game, which, I'll be honest, looks right up my street. But I will say before I play this, I love the idea of word games, but I'm terrible at them. I don't know if that means I'm going to be a good playtester or a not very good playtester, but we shall see. And I will apologise in advance if you hear my dogs barking. I will try to pause my video and replay it if they do. So, let's get into it. Great settings. Looks like I probably don't need to know this. Hopefully I'll be taught at all. Yeah, let's go. Drag to spell a word. So it feels like you want me to spell sand here. So I shall do that. Nice. Great first level, nice and easy. Oh, now this is introducing different types of letters. And it would help if I spell the word right. Oh, okay. So I need to use yellow ones twice because they've got a little 2 on them. So I can do and I can do sad. Okay, I really like this. This is going to be my kind of thing. Let's keep going. So can I just spell the same word twice? Oils and oils. No, it's only one, so I'll have oils and soil. The game looks amazing. I think the letters and the movement you've got on the letters is really good. The background, the cactuses, the pots, all looks really good. I would say these stars feel a bit flat compared to the rest of the world, but other than that, everything is looking really good so far. Use a hint up to 3 per word. Okay, I don't know if I need one because I just need to make 3 little words out of this. So it could be stop, pots, and tops. So we've got tops, we've got stop, and we've got pots. We could have post as well. So many words. Nice, love the confetti. Makes me feel like I've achieved something. Let's keep going. Ooh. Myth. Tricky word. Okay, so we can have non. Neon? Non. Oh. Neon. Ah. Neon and non. Okay, I'm ready for it to like ramp up a bit now, so let's see. Yeah, this is interesting. So I can only use the F twice. So, I mean, one of those has got to be face, hasn't it? Ace. And cafe. Nice. There's little bits of atmosphere, like these little fireflies down here. And the fact this grass is moving. It's the kind of thing you don't notice unless you're looking for it, but it really means the world's not flat. Oh, okay, so we've got axe. We've got... X is a tricky one. Got... We've got max. So we need to make a word with all of these in. Exam. This is good. I feel like the levels are now at a point where it takes me a second and I think there's no possible word for that. But it comes to me, I'm not stuck in it. It's perfect. Level difficulty is very good. Live? So I've got live. Can I also have live? Or no, it's got to be different spellings. That makes sense. Vile. Oh, vile, and evil. Lovely stuff. I'd be interested to know if this works on a controller, and if it does, how that works, or if this works on a touchscreen, because this feels like the perfect game for touchscreen, because you could just swipe note. Ooh, got to use the O twice. Let's try this again. So we got not, we've got toe, and can we just have one? Yeah, nice. Good job, me. Solved that one by accident. I was going to go with no, and then I realised I had an E, but there we go. It worked for me. Just deserts. Oh, okay. So we got some big words here now. Can I go anywhere I want? No. It's got to be diagonal or orthogonal. It's interesting. Which makes sense to add a bit of difficulty. So we could have dream, and we could have maybe. Oh. Let's just start with an egg. Get rid of some words. Logger. Nice. Oh, this is not looking good though, is it? Bag. Yeah, it's looking good. And blog. Lovely. I like how fast I'm flying through the levels. I think it doesn't feel like the kind of game where I want to get stuck for ages, and even if I now I've said that, I'm definitely going to get stuck for ages on somewhere, and I'm not going to mind, but yeah, let's see how we get on. Journey? Feels like the word you want me to spell there. But is that a trap? What am I doing for X? Next. And out. Nice. I immediately see collect, and so far my gut has worked, so let's see where we go. We've got cot. It feels too simple though. It feels like I need to save that O. I could have tell. Which means I can have cot, but then I need... Oh yeah, cot and cell. Those are both words. Very handy. I'd love to know how much thought has gone into these levels, because they seem to be flowing so well now. Like, I'm not getting stuck. I don't know if there's like multiple ways to solve all these levels or what. I assume there must be, but they are just working for me, and it's nice. Tie. Con. Okay, are we a bit stuck here? I'm thinking, is dice a word? Dice is a word. Nossi. No. Okay, we're in trouble here. Let's go back. Let's start again. So this IE is the problem, isn't it? I can have tie. Feels like a no-brainer to start with. CIE. That doesn't do anything for me. Neither does CI. Notice looks like a good word, because that ticks off a bit of everything. Okay, let's go back and start with notice. Ton could get rid of all of this, but I don't think that's useful. Okay, so let's go tie now, which means we've now got to use the C twice, which doesn't look very good because I can't do much. Ooh. Nice, we went to a tricky level. This is what I've kind of been asking for. Okay, so there's notice. We've got We can have cot. That uses up one of my T's. But then I've got tie. I can't use anything else now. Okay, right, let's use our brain now. So words have got to end in IE or EI. And I guess I can use a hint, which maybe I should do. But I like to try and solve things if I can. NOC. Oh, it could be EIT like that, couldn't it? EIT? Does that ever make a word? Okay, I'm going to use a hint. C. Okay, I've not made anything that starts with C, so... C-I-E? I mean, this is not a word, is it? No. C-E-I-T... Okay, so we could do con. We could do cot, but then N is pretty much stuck. Okay, let's go back. Let's see what it suggests here. So it suggests doing N, which I think is going to be notice. And then is it going to just use my... Oh, now it's N again. Okay. And you can't do NT, so it must be NO. And then we go into C. Knock. No. Oh, so we just go not here? But that doesn't solve the problem, which seems to be these guys. I'm going to C. Contai. Oh, so I'm just doing con. But then what am I doing here? Let's start with I. Oh, ice. Ice is the obvious word I've been missing. Okay. Let me test something here. So I do tie, then this pops up and says, oh, I used 8 hints and 12 undos, but I still got 3 stars. That's interesting. It'd be interesting to know what the star system is here, because 8 hints and 12 undos doesn't sound like 3 stars to me. So I just want to redo that so my head works. So I went notice, not spelled like that though. Notice, we did con, we did ice, which is the one I was kind of missing, which threw it all together. Ice and not. Okay, cool. That was a good level. I think the hint system is really good. It stops you from getting stuck. I could have sat there. And I think if I was playing this, I probably would have sat there until I worked it out. But I didn't want you to just have to watch me bang my head against this. Because I think you will want me to see more of your levels. Oh, this is an interesting one. So I need to try and use... The way I'm thinking about this is I need to try and use my 3 letters most, and then my 2s and then my 1s, which seems obvious, but I don't think I was doing that in my last game. I was just kind of panicking and firing the words around. So... Can we use up all of our 3 letters in our first word and maybe just use 1, 2? So something like oh, not like that. Not like that. Ta. Did not know that was a word, but we'll take it. It feels like sometimes it's like quite a lot. Sometimes I'm trying to get here and I end up here. And I don't think that's a problem. I think that's maybe just me being a bit clumsy. And I think if you made it bigger so there was more space, you would struggle. It would be much harder for me to see, so I don't think it's a problem there. I just think sometimes I mishit it, and that's just part of the game. Okay, I like the word train, so I'm going to do that. I've just realised I've got a Z, which I've not considered until just now, so that's not good. But we can go zone. We can go... Ooh. Okay, this all has to be one word now, doesn't it? Can I just have I? No. Got to be at least 2 letters. Can I have 2-letter words? Oh, now you got to be 3, okay. So I think I'm stuck here. So I guess if I ask for a hint, yeah, it would tell me to go back. That's clever. Okay, which means I need to go back a bit further, I think. So let's go zone. Okay, now this leaves me here. I just want to do train again, which obviously doesn't help me at all, does it? Okay, let's go with 10. And then, is it AI is not words. This would have to be rain. And I don't think any of this is going to be a word, is it? No. You got a word here? No. Okay, so that means train is wrong here, or we could go trin, which leaves me with terrible options. Okay, so my A and my I are my problems. What can I do with those? Let's go back again. Let's go back to start. Okay, so Z. So let's try and find a different Z if we can't do zone. If zone didn't work very well because it left us with this one. Damn, not very good with Zs. Okay, let's put zone in because that's not going to do anything for me. No, let's do zone early doors. Okay, and then we've got 8. Didn't do that before, did I? That might help me because then I could do train, which leaves me with all of this for one final word, or it could be 2 words, which could be air and net. See, that felt like a really good level. It felt like a good level of me having to understand it, me understanding the game, thinking a bit. And I think the stars thing is interesting because in my head, 3 stars would be no undos, no hints. But I kind of see the position because now I know what the words I need to do is. I could just go back, hit this one again, and then do it again almost. And I'd know the options. So yeah, it's a tricky one with the stars. It'd be interesting to see if the stars come into play or anything, or if you just are the stars just there because other games do that, or do I unlock things for getting so many stars? Like, do the stars need to be there? Or is that what it is? I need to get so many stars to unlock the next levels, maybe? Yeah, okay, I see. So then at this point, I'm like, how can I not get 3 stars? Is there... Oh, what's he doing? Sorry, I interrupt myself. Yeah, like, how do I get the stars? Do you know, like, am I doing something particularly good to be getting 3 stars and everything, or am I just getting 3 stars and everything? That's a bit confusing for me at the moment. So let's go with, well, let's use this P. Just in pi to see what it does. Oh, pi. Oh, so the P just blows everything up. No, that version. But the I and the E didn't go. Oh, because the P's at the start. So I guess if I was to use P at the end, which I should know a word that has P at the end, I guess I can use span, and then the S would go, and then the P would explode. Okay, cool. I understand the mechanic. Good tutorial. So I need to use the T and the C, and I need to use the H. So I could do this. I guess this could be where the stars come in, because then I could do it in less words. That would be a good way to do it, like how many words I use. The longer the words, doesn't matter how many undos or clues I get, I guess. So what can we do here? C. Can't do that. There's an E up here as well, which actually needs to be used, doesn't it? Tech. Tech solves everything. Lovely. That was nice. Little introduction, teach me how it works, give me something I have to think about, but now I imagine it's going to ramp up, which I am looking forward to. Okay, so now I need to use every letter and the T as well. So if I go for cool is a good start, I think. Then I could go cool. Oh, I can't go cool again, can I? Oh, but Q is a word. Nice. We could go health. Nope. We could go heal, and then we could go heat, and that would blow up everything else. Nice. So the explosion is a bit of a... Ah, see, here you go. So there's my 1 star, because I've done it in 4 words, which makes me feel like I could do it in... I can't do this in 1 word, can I? Because that is not a word. Look... I feel like I want to do locate. Can I use the same letter twice there? Oh. Okay, well, we lost, so... Heat does well. But then we've got Lococo, which is not a word, surprisingly. Maybe it should be. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Cool is a good word. Because we could do cool, and then we could do cheat, and then that's it in 2 words. Hopefully that's 3 stars. Oh, that's 2 stars, which means I could do it in just 1 word. This is a very addicting game. I could see someone just sitting and playing this. I don't know how long it is, but I could see someone playing a lot of this. That's someone, potentially me. So I need to use all of these letters. I need to make 1 word. Let me see if I can do this. E-A-L. I'm going to write this down on a piece of paper because I feel like that is how my brain works with the words. T-H-O-C-O-C. What is it, a 9-letter word? I don't think I'm going to know what this is. Will the hint give me the clue towards the best thing? I know, let's see, that's just saying, yeah, use the word loot. That's cool, I like that the way that the hint doesn't just give me 3 stars. That's a good idea. There's so many C's and so many O's, it makes me feel like they've got to be doing something. What was I on 3? Oh, was that a different background? Cool, like it's just like the background is randomly generated, or like it's different each time you hit it. That's cool, because it gives me a bit of a freshness, do you know? If I'm stuck on the same level, I keep coming back to it, I'm not just looking at the same stuff. I feel like I'm not going to start with the T, that seems too obvious. I feel like I'm going to start with like a C. Something like this. Chocolate. Yes, I did it. Nice. This is good because that made me feel clever, and actually the word chocolate is a standard name. Once I saw the C-O-C-O, that's kind of the first word that comes to mind. Very good puzzles. Okay, so with this one I need to use the C and the O, and the T has to also be used. I guess the T would get blown up twice, so if I can make a word using the T and the O and the C, then I would complete this in 1. So I just need to do that, which should be simple, but it's not for me. Torch, I'm too far. Oh. Okay, and then I guess I could just do fact, and I'm done. Okay, let's not obsess over 3 stars, because that could definitely be done in 1 word. Oh, there's a Y. How have I managed that? Oh, so I need to use the F and the Y as well. So if I'm doing this in 1 word, it needs to be F-Y-T-C-O. Like, factory? Nice. I like that using a bit of puzzle logic can lead me to the words. It's very clever. So yeah, ignore everything I've said. The hints and the undos, nothing to do with the stars. Maybe you should elevate the fact that it's 1 word I've used, and then the hints and the undos could be like underneath it in the hierarchy. At the moment, it looks like they're all kind of level, whereas words seems to be the deciding factor on my stars, which makes perfect sense. I think that's a very clever way of doing it, because otherwise you could just use undos and hints and get 3 stars. Great design. Okay, so if I explode this R, does it also explode these ones, which will then explode? So if I did R, yeah, okay. I've not won, but I've learned something. So I need to use the T. I need to use this T, because they're not going to get exploded at all, so they need to get used twice. So do I just need to avoid these, maybe? Is that the lesson here? So I've got 10. I've got... Because if I hit land now, that will explode everything. And I'll win. Cool. How did that play out then? Sorry, I missed that. So I do 10, because then land... Because this gets hit by 2, this gets hit by 2, this gets hit by 2 and I'm using it, this gets hit by 2 and I'm using it. Okay, so... I need to, if I'm going to do this in one word, it's got to be using T, N, E, L, A, N, and a D, an R, or an E, or maybe multiple of them. So we're looking at T, N, N, E, A, L, Tenal. I feel like it would be cool if it was all 9. That's what I'm thinking. That's the way I'm leaning into this. But equally, it would be quite clever if it was literally just 7, because I don't need to use the other ones, and that would teach me the mechanic. So... ENT feels like a nice end to the word. Like this. Something like that. Ran... Nah, that's not a word, is it? I want to be like nature, but we've obviously got no U. Okay, let's just see if we can solve. Have I solved the puzzle? Have I already solved the puzzle? Was this 5? Yeah. Okay, I've already solved the puzzle. I'll move on because I've not got ages left. Let's see if we can get through this, because I would love to find some new mechanics. Let's see if we can power through a few of these. Club. That doesn't really help me at all, that's me not thinking at all. So I need to use my B and my E once each. So if we do lead maybe? See where that leaves us? Not in a very good position. So can we use... So I need to not use these and use my B and my E. But that's not going to work, is it? Unless it's... No. Okay, so... Lead? Does that do anything for me? Yeah, blood should be good. Nice. That's one word. Nice. That's a nice simple one. It looked like a tricky one. 4-letter word. Done. Oh, okay, here we go. So we go can. Oh, canyon. Can I do canyon? Canyon. Nice. That feels like a good one because I'm kind of in a canyon. I like that. I like that idea of like almost dropping little subtle hints to, do you know, maybe the first time cactus is here, cactus could be one of the good words or something that you wouldn't really notice. Like, it's a clever thing, like, I wouldn't notice it's there, but then I maybe subconsciously get the word cactus, or I put cactus in and I realise it's there and I'm like, oh, it was right in front of my eyes the whole time. Would be an interesting thing. There's a lot of E's and C's in this one. And that is seal. Okay, now it's back to the normal game. And can I solve anything? Can I make words? I can't do that because that was... Okay, let's go back to here. Let's see what we can do without this then. Can we make lice? That would be that, so we don't like that. Rice. Okay, all of these obvious words I feel like you've just put out of reach for me. I'm literally just using them in this order unless I'm using this E, but at some point I'm going to have to use them. Line. Okay, so if I go CR, all I've got is this E, which I don't want to use. So CRI, E and L, that doesn't work. So TR, I, no. We're almost on a trick, aren't we here? So what am I missing here? Am I just missing words, or am I missing some sort of functionality? I'm not sure. Click. So if I go, maybe something E. It's a bit obscure, but EC. ECL, EI. I'm just spamming letters again. Let's think. So let's go back to the idea of using the E. Can't even think of how I use the E now. What did I do? Real? That would work. Okay, so then I would do this. And then I need to make some sort of words out of this, which is what I'm really struggling to do. I need to make quite a few words out of this, which is worrying. I've got ice just here, but I'm not allowed it. I can't go across now, can I? No. Already checked that, but I'm desperate. Light. Oh, so close to lice as well. Let's get him. Start with an E, which is something I've not considered. EL. Oh, it's literally just a word, isn't it? Electric. Very good. Okay, and then if I can use them all with that E in the middle, then we are laughing. So. But I can't do electric again because that would be cheating. So what am I looking at here? I'm looking at E again. Ooh. Oh, so then I can have elect. Okay, so electric, clever. We've got elect. And then I need to make a word out of these, which is rice. Clever. Very good puzzle. We've got one more. Okay, let's do this one. Set feels like a nice one. 10. We've got tons, which means now we just need to use and U, which should be easy, but it's not. Okay, let's go back a second. Okay, let's use my O's quicker. Okay, so we need to use these ones. So, ton makes sense. 10 makes sense. We could then hit net. We could hit sen. Okay, let's maybe the U. How do I use the U? Sun. Suns. Let's see what that leaves us. That leaves us with an O and an E. I can't do anything with. That makes sense. QUE. I'm gonna go with quest. Oh, it looks like the way I've got the word question. I feel like that's going to be the answer. Let's go back to the start. Question. questions. It feels like that's too nicely placed there. And then I've got note. Question note. Lovely way to end that. This has been really fun. I've really enjoyed it. What is this one that I didn't manage to do? So there's going to be just one word here. But I don't know what it is, so I would love to know what that is. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. There's 2 left to go. But, oh no, there's 1 left to go, and then there's a wish list bit, which is clever. Does this give me a new mechanic? Because I would love to see a new mechanic. Okay, it does. Let's see what this does before I finish up. Push. Away. Very clever. Great end to that. And that is going to get hectic, isn't it? Let's throw 1 more of these. Okay, so brick, clay. Wow, this is going to get hectic. This has been a really fun game to play. I mean, final thoughts, I don't have anything to say that's critical, really. Unless I've said anything during this playthrough that's resounded with you as being particularly critical. I think the game is very addictive. It looks great. I think maybe at most I would say these stars, let me put this in again, brick and clay, maybe these stars look a bit flat compared to the rest of the amazing artwork, but other than that, yeah, amazing game. I look forward to seeing what other mechanics get introduced. I love this. I think it seems like the perfect game that you could pick up, play 1 set of them and move on, or you could sit down and binge it for half an hour like I have. But my brain is hurting a bit, and as I say, puzzles are not my... I really enjoy puzzles, but word puzzles I find tricky. So I think it's nice that I've been able to just play through this, and I think it's been quite intuitive the way that it's been taught. And yeah, thank you for having me play it. Good luck to you. It's an amazing game. And thanks. See ya.